Back here with a breaking news update on BamaInsider.com. Khurtiss Perry, an in-state kid, has committed and signed with the Crimson Tide today in this early signing day, 2021. Another big-time in-state commitment for Alabama. What went into his commitment decision? How did Alabama get the kid to stay home and join the Crimson Tide for this 2022 class?
Yeah, we've been talking about Khurtiss Perry for a long time now. We kept thinking that maybe he was going to commit earlier, but he just decided he wanted to wait until the very end, and he got his wish and announced today for Alabama. But it was close. I mean, I felt like Alabama was in the driver's seat for a very long time. Really throughout his entire senior season, and then took a visit to Auburn, took a Clemson visit, took UCF visit. Texas was in there a little bit in the end, but in the end, it really became where was going to develop him the best. And we've seen just so many great defensive linemen that have come through Alabama over the course of the last several years, especially guys from in-state. We've seen a lot of Montgomery area players also have success in Tuscaloosa, and I think that his relationship with Alabama defensive line coach Freddie Roach, Charles Kelly, who also recruited the area. I think all those things played into to factor when he made that decision for Alabama today. This is a high motor kid. He had 23 sacks as a senior. I mean, this is usually you see that. I don't want to say usually; it's not a usual thing. But if that happens, you usually see a lot of tackles, a lot of sacks as a junior, and then when you're a senior, people know about you. They're double teaming you. They're trying to make sure you're not getting the backfield or are causing making big plays. Khurtiss Perry did it all season long, and Alabama really turned up the heat on him and really wanted him as a part of its recruiting class. Now he's a little undersized, but that's okay. I think he makes up for it with his tenacity, quickness. He's got an incredible first step off the line, and certainly somebody that I think is going to be a tremendous asset to the Alabama football program here in the future.
Yeah, like you said, Alabama maybe expected Khurtiss Perry to sign a little bit or commit a little bit earlier. He signs today and really waited till the last minute here. Why did he wait so long to make that decision? And were there any other schools that Perry was really deciding between?
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing was just kind of enjoying the recruiting process. I think a lot of people kind of forget that, we had the COVID year last year, so kids didn't get a chance to take official visits. They didn't get a chance to go to camps or just go all across the country and see all these things. And, Alabama, targeted Khurtiss Perry very early in the process, but, he wanted to enjoy it. He wanted to go to different trips. He wanted to take all of his official visits. He always kind of said, I want to wait until the end. I want to, go through that recruitment. I want college coaches to come into my home and sit with me and my family and recruit me, and show me who really wants me as a part of their recruiting class. And I think Alabama did just that. Like you said, who were the ones that recruited them? Well, it really came down to Alabama and Auburn. I mean, some of these other schools were in it. Clemson was in it. UCF was in it. Texas, but it came down to the in-state schools. He was going to one of those programs, and in the end, Alabama ends up winning.
Freddie Roach, another victory here, listed at 6'2", 268 pounds. Certainly some room for growth, but a big signing as we continue here on early signing day 2021. Khurtiss Perry has announced he'll be joining the Alabama Crimson Tide.